All right, so for today, I'm going to do a little experiment with something called thermodynamics, which is a topic we're going to be talking about next week. And it has a very practical application, as you'll see. And it's actually something that, as I'll talk about in a minute, they did a whole episode of Mythbusters about this, which is kind of cool. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be using a wood-fired pizza oven that gets very hot. And if you've ever seen these things, you know it cooks a pizza in like a minute, okay? Because it gets so hot that it cooks the food really fast. So then the question becomes, well, if a normal oven is like, at 400 degrees, and this little oven gets up to say 800 or 900 degrees and cooks the pizza in a minute, whereas it takes normally 8 to 10 minutes in the regular oven. Well, could you cook a pizza in, say, 10 seconds if you got it hot enough, or even 1 second if you got it even hotter? So we'll take a look at how this works, and then if I can, I'm going to maybe pop in a couple of clips from the Mythbusters episode, because they tested that theory. Can you cook food in a second if it's hot, if you can generate enough heat around it in that 1 second? So they did it in kind of an interesting way, of course, but we'll take a look, and then we'll talk about what the implications of this are and why it does or doesn't work that way. Is it a linear thing that just goes up as the heat goes up, the time gets shorter, or is there a limit to how quickly you can cook things and how hot things can get? So let's take a look.